welcome Chief Executive Officer Alan Tigerson.
Welcome to Momentum 25. We're in a time of extraordinary change with AI solutions everywhere. But do they really solve your problems? Have you ever had sales blame legal for missed deals, or HR struggle to hire because the process takes too long, or had a vendor under-deliver while procurement misses the auto-renewal? Or what about losing customers in a complicated onboarding process? Or just wishing you could find all the relevant agreements for a new regulation, product change, or news that might affect your business? Today, you finally have a choice. You can run things manually, piecing together separate tools where you can, or you can use an agreement management platform that tackles all these challenges at once. Last year, here in New York, we introduced Docusign Intelligent Agreement Management, or Docusign IAM, the first AI contract platform to solve these problems. It was built to streamline the entire agreement workflow, bringing everything we have learned from 20 years of focusing solely on agreements to a new platform with modern AI. Now, there are three main platform services that make Docusign IAM so powerful. Navigator is an intelligent repository for all your company's agreements. So instead of calling legal or marketing or biz dev or whoever to ask where the contract is, and more importantly, what's in it, it's right there, easy to find, easy to analyze. That can be really important, especially in today's uncertain times when having a handle on your contracts can be critical. As an example, Navigator can tell you which contracts you already have price caps with or which you can cancel on short notice. Second, Maestro, a tool to easily build and deploy agreement workflows without code. Maestro has a lot of great applications, but it is especially amazing for client onboarding. One customer even saved as much as 70% of their onboarding time and cut their costs by deploying Maestro-built workflows to their customers. And the Docusign App Center. This is the place where you extend your agreement processes. First, a platform's true power comes from its connection to your essential business systems. And IAM is connected to a lot, with the most important for your business, including Salesforce, SAP, Microsoft, Google, ServiceNow, and Workday, helping you make the most of your existing investments. Second, we're building an agreement ecosystem that empowers partners, developers, and customers to extend the capabilities of the IAM platform for their unique needs. So since unveiling Docusign IAM, we've seen extraordinary uptake. IAM is the fastest growing product in our company's history, and we have had a few. To date, more than 10,000 customers have purchased IAM to manage their agreements. And tens of millions of agreements have been processed since we launched, turning static documents into business drivers. You know, IAM is resonating with us as much as it is with many of you. In fact, Docusign was an early user of IAM. Our procurement team has been using Navigator in partnership with our legal team to get goods and services we need, negotiate, monitor, and renew our own supplier agreements. Until recently, those agreements could be found across e-sign, in shared drives, or on random desktops. And now our procurement team is able to find what they need with just a few clicks, reducing joint legal and procurement average time spent searching by about 90%. As good as that is just the beginning. Navigator, Maestro, and App Center, those are the foundational services that power the Intelligent Agreement Management platform. And today, we're going to talk more about the cornerstone of our Intelligent Agreement platform, our AI engine called Docusign Iris. Docusign Iris is the culmination of our unique agreement DNA, which has been built from millions of workflows and 2 decades of contract intelligence. By incorporating our understanding of the structure of agreements and our data advantage into our technology, we've built powerful AI capabilities to create something truly distinctive. This is why choosing a company solely focused on agreements really matters. Our deep involvement in all stages of agreement workflows, our thorough understanding of agreement structure, and our access to agreement-specific data enables us to quickly unlock whole new levels of accuracy, flexibility, and most importantly, impact. The bottom line is we've created purpose-built AI that understands the language of agreements like nothing else in the market. Docusign Iris combines higher accuracy with domain expertise, enabling more reliable extractions, insights, and automation than generic LLMs. That means Iris can help you get agreements that are created and negotiated faster, with easier reviews and approvals, and better, more actionable insight. Iris is the agreement AI that powers IAM and all of DocuSign's AI products, including CLM. And Iris is in production today. Iris unlocks powerful capabilities across DocuSign IAM, transforming what's possible for your agreements. Between that and the work we've done to fill out the IAM vision, we have a host of game-changing platform capabilities to share with you today. In a moment, our VP of Product, Rebecca Demon, and our Chief Product Officer, Dmitry Kakowski, will share exciting demos of each new feature. But first, I want to zoom out and take a look at the whole agreement journey. So we think about the journey in 3 distinct parts. First, create. Create is where agreements take shape, where they're drafted, designed, and prepared for collaboration. Second, commit. This is about giving you the tools to get the agreement executed. Yes, it's the signature, but it's also identity verification, data validation, compliance, even a notary if you need. And third, there's manage. This is where you learn from your agreements, generating insights, but also just having an easier time managing your business. Each part of the agreement journey has its own set of pain points that we're going to eliminate. In Create, we're reimagining this process with plans to 10x your agreement velocity. We have a new suite of agreement preparation tools which will seamlessly pull in data to generate agreements with ease. This includes a template builder for creating professional agreements, including up-to-date, pre-approved terms. No more tedious starting from scratch. Then there's AI-assisted review, an automated redlining tool that jumpstarts a substantive review of any agreement for risk and alignment with your company's policies. And perhaps most exciting, for everyone who deals with agreements that are worked on by multiple teams, the Agreement Desk. Agreement Desk is a collaboration space where all teams, from sales and procurement to legal, finance, and HR, can submit, track, and manage agreements in process. It provides instant visibility across every deal, breaking down the silos between departments. I just can't wait for you to see this in action. The next stage of the agreement process is commit, where you can commit to agreements in a streamlined way, securely, with high trust and accuracy. Our updates here are going to make it easier to collaborate and ensure you have a robust set of options for verifying the identity of your signers and managing risk. No more trade-offs between trust and customer or employee experience. Our first commit update is called Workspaces. It's a collaborative environment for multi-step agreements. In other words, if your business manages complex agreements with multiple steps, think real estate, wealth management, healthcare, Workspaces serves as your central command center. It streamlines how you guide parties through multi-step agreements, eliminating disjointed processes. Your teams can effectively manage all client documentation, required forms, and critical action items in one secure collaborative hub, saving time while delivering an experience that builds confidence. The next is identity verification, and we have a huge update in this space. We continue to push boundaries as the first agreement management provider to partner with Clear to reimagine trust and security. You know Clear is the company making everyday experiences frictionless and more secure, whether at the airport or at an event. And as they expand beyond the airport, we're integrating their advanced identity technology directly into our agreement management platform, making verification as simple as snapping a selfie. Last on the agreement journey is manage. And our first update here is really a revelation for agreements. We call it custom extractions. It's designed to bring you immediate insights into your business, personalized for you. So you pick any term unique to your company or industry, point us to a few agreements that include it, and we will train our AI to find that concept in all your agreements. So now you can confidently track business-specific terms, rebates, lease information, or clinical trial details. If it's in your agreements, custom extractions can find it and deliver insights across your entire repository. So think of that as agreement insights customized for you, by you, in just a couple of keystrokes. And the last major new capability is obligation management. The whole point of contracts is to document what you're agreeing to. Yet it is shocking how much those obligations aren't delivered on. So Dimitri will tell you about this new dashboard for tracking contractual commitments across parties later. You'll love it because it will help you maximize agreement value, reduce procurement and legal risk, and optimize financial performance. And for the CLM customers in the room who might be wondering what this means for you, IAM is the platform foundation for all Docusign products. And we're very excited to bring many of today's IAM announcements, including obligation management, to CLM as well this year. Now, all these pieces of innovation are incredible on their own. They are so good at illustrating the promise of what we started a year ago with IAM. But something extra special happens when they work together. You can literally automate the contract process with an agent who will do the tedious work for you. So I would like to invite to the stage Rebecca Denman, VP of Product, to give you a preview of the first ever AI contract agent for the whole contract journey. Welcome, Rebecca.
Thanks, Alan. I couldn't agree more. What you are going to witness today is game-changing. As Alan just highlighted, IAM has solutions that will assist you across the entire agreement journey. But what I'm really excited to show you is what happens when they work together automatically, saving you time and eliminating risk. So let's imagine it's your first day back after a lovely 2-week vacation. You open your laptop and immediately it hits you. You're overwhelmed by your inbox, the unread chat messages, your to-do list. In addition to that, You have over 40 contract review requests, from auto renewals and inquiries relying on your expertise. Which requests demand immediate attention? Which ones carry significant risk if you happen to ignore them? Where do you even start? The good news is, with Docusign IAM, you have a trusted partner to help you quickly tackle the most important issues. When you log into IAM, the noise stops. You land in our new agreement desk experience and see all of these requests in one place. And your AI contract agents, powered by Docusign Iris, are ready to assist in your time-consuming tasks so you can focus on what's most important. Agents help you sort through your requests by intelligently evaluating key agreement data, like deadlines and conversational history, instantly helping you decide which one is most urgent. What would have likely taken you hours now takes just seconds. All right, you navigate to the most urgent request, and you are provided with a helpful summary and recommended next steps. You work for Fontara, and your contract with Acme Core will automatically renew unless a notice is provided within 14 days. You are also advised to assess vendor risk and identify any signs of non-compliance. You realize that you must act quickly to ensure this contract doesn't auto-renew without proper evaluation. Before AI agents, to make an informed decision, you would have likely needed days to sift through emails, track down past agreements, and review legal standards. Now, it happens in less than a minute. Well, get ready, because this is where the magic really happens. You review the proposed steps, approve it, and direct the AI agents to automate the process. They get to work immediately. The first step, they're going to analyze that vendor risk by leveraging third-party information and sources. Next, they retrieve Acme Core's contract history from Docusign Navigator. And finally, they flag outdated terms by cross-referencing Fontara's latest legal standards with AI-assisted review. The best part? Total transparency. You can follow every step the agent takes and click into the details. Instantly, you notice the red flags. First, the vendor risk profile has changed since the last Acme Core renewal, and you want to better understand the implications on your services. And a couple of clauses fail to meet Fontara's latest legal standards, so now's a good time to review them and potentially update them. AI agents work quickly to weigh the inputs and deliver a clear recommendation: renegotiation. Now you can turn complex contracts into clear outcomes in minutes. Isn't that incredible? And they don't stop there. AI agents will generate a notice letter for Fontara's vendor, Acme Core, so that you can take immediate action. You approve and send the notice letter. With AI agents, you reduced risk, accelerated renegotiations, and saved time. You didn't just catch up, you got ahead thanks to help from your new AI contract agent. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this is just one example of what's possible. What we've just demonstrated is a procurement officer's workflow, but because IAM handles contracts of all kinds, this will work for sales, legal, HR, business development, really anywhere agreements are signed. I am so excited for you all to try this. Pretty good stuff.
Well done. Thank you, Rebecca. What you just witnessed is the future of agreement intelligence in action. Now, this AI-powered transformation isn't far away. It's right around the corner. You'll be the first to experience it later this year. The Docusign contract agent prioritizes, does research, and ultimately helps speed up the work to be done. And because agents are the automation and reasoning layer on top of a workflow, they're only as good as the foundation they're built on. And we have spent the last few years building the best AI contract platform in Docusign IAM. So Docusign is solving for the whole agreement management problem because we felt an obligation. We are the world's largest company solely focused on agreements, almost 10x in size the next in line. We already work with over 95% of the Fortune 500 and a total of nearly 1.7 million businesses, nonprofits, and government agencies. And we're the most trusted. I'm very proud to share that for 2 years running, we are Newsweek's most trusted software company in America. So we know the future of agreements is our responsibility. And our job is to innovate on your behalf so you can take full advantage of what's possible now without having to build custom solutions on your own. I just want to say thank you. For over 20 years, Docusign was synonymous with e-signature. But last year, when we shared our new vision to revolutionize AI contracts, you not only listened, thousands of you signed on and trusted us to deliver incredible results. And this is just the beginning of that journey. As we've shared, I believe we have a profound vision for how an expanded relationship with Docusign can turn every agreement into an advantage, whether you're using the whole platform or just the pieces you need. So we're here to help you not only navigate today's extraordinary change, but to cut through the noise and unlock business value for years to come. Thank you very much.
Please welcome EVP and Chief Product Officer, Dmitry Krakovsky.
Thank you, Alan and Rebecca. There's no bigger rush for a product person to see products live in action in front of so many of you. What we saw today is not just agentic magic. It's the result of years of customer focus and agreement expertise. It represents our investment in building a platform of agreement components designed to solve your real-world challenges, all powered by Docusign Iris. We see so much opportunity ahead for businesses, developers, departments, for everyone. So let's get started. As you know, email, chat, and other collaboration tools create black holes where deals stall or die. Delays are abundant, accountability is non-existent when contract requests are shared in informal systems. Traditional workflow tools are just too rigid, leading to adoption challenges and employees finding ways to bypass them. And that results in rogue contracting. Not anymore. Thank you to Agreement Desk. Agreement Desk is Docusign's centralized hub for managing, collaborating, and streamlining agreement negotiations, approvals, and workflows. Invite key participants from sales, procurement, legal, and finance to collaborate and advance the agreement process with real-time status and activity updates. Initiate intake from email for easy adoption without training for even infrequent participants. Automate workflows and add exceptions, such as when an approver is on vacation. One of the best parts is that after the contract is signed, you will have a record of the negotiation and collaboration associated with it. So when 2 years later, someone says, why did we offer this user this high of a discount? it would be very easy to see that it was an exchange for more relaxed identification language. Agreement Desk is available beginning in July. I'm really excited about that one. As you know, legal language is precise, and even minor changes in wording can lead to significant differences in meaning. And traditional lawyers would need to meticulously review numerous pages of contract to ensure accuracy. This process is really time-consuming, repetitive, and costly. And that is why I'm excited to introduce AI-assisted reviews. AI-assisted review automates the reading process by comparing the content of your playbooks and identifying non-compliant or risky language. It also reduces human errors by suggesting red lines automatically. It's like having a contract expert at your side, scanning every word to flag hidden risks that human eyes can miss. And during quarter ends, when the legal team faces this avalanche of deals, they now have the help they need. AI-assisted review is also available in July. Next, contracts are not done when they're signed. The actual work is just starting. Track and follow up on payments, deposit renewals, and other action items to ensure they're completed. Right now, contracts are just giant blobs of unstructured data, and it's hard to track and action commitments to you and by you. And because the work is manual, most companies decide it's often not worth the effort until there's a problem. That's why we're launching obligation management. Obligation management services obligations, promises that parties agree to fulfill, usually on a specific date or triggered by a certain event, so they can be effectively managed. Here's how obligation management saves you money. First, it helps you avoid those unwanted auto-renewals. With obligation management, you can easily track the renewal dates and ensure you're only paying for the essential services your business actually needs. Second, obligation management helps you stay on top of your payments, ensuring you never miss a due date. It also provides insights into repercussions of late or missed payments, helping you avoid penalties. Obligation management is available today. Next, we all know that every business is different. That means the information you need to find, track, and report on is also unique. Keeping track of this requires manual steps, which is just a big waste of time and often error-prone. That's why today we're excited to introduce custom extractions. That's the magic of AI. Docusign Navigator already finds and extracts many different fields, dates, amounts, and clauses from your contracts automatically. But some things are just very specific to you or your industry, more specialized, and just sometimes esoteric, but yet very, very important. Custom extractions makes it easy for you to add and track the fields that matter to you, transforming hours of manual review into instant insights. You just highlight the sample language and let Docusign Iris do the work, finding the nuggets of data for you automatically across all your contracts. Something that matters to you, a first delivery window, SLA, specific parts of the payment schedules, you can track the specialized data now. Now, custom extractions are available beginning in May. So, enough words, let's see these solutions in action. To show you how IAM is transforming procurement, please welcome Gaurav. Gaurav.
Thank you, Dimitri. Gosh, it is incredible to see how much value you can get from IAM. Now, I'd like to make that tangible by showcasing how these capabilities can help procurement teams. Let's take a look. Now, we've all seen emails like this before. And if you work in procurement, you know it feels like a balancing act. Your team has to manage a high volume of urgent requests that need to be both in compliance and on budget. How are you going to do it all? With Docusign, of course. With Agreement Desk, there is one centralized place for requests across your company. Now, every procurement request requiring attention is right here. No more juggling status across email and spreadsheets. It's all in one place. Now, from the dashboard, you can click into any request to get a full understanding of the details. The owner, the status, messages, recent activity, and more. But how does a request make it into Agreement Desk? Well, remember that email from the beginning? Here, Maria from marketing needs to buy a new software product to support her team. Well, sending an email, that's all it takes. Or Maria can log into Docusign to initiate her request. She fills out a custom form that ensures your team has everything they need to get started. And more importantly, prevents any back and forth from holding up Maria's requests. Her request is now in the centralized dashboard. Now Clay, on your procurement team, logs into Docusign, opens the request from Maria, and assigns it to himself. He also changes the status, which lets Maria and other collaborators know that he's on top of it. Nice. He clicks on Details to review the request and notices that the amount exceeds his company's threshold. We'll need some special approvals on this. More on this later. Now on the Documents tab, he can see the versioned MSA and order form that Maria submitted, and directly from the request, he can open it in Word, and here, he doesn't have to review the agreement manually. AI-assisted review suggests which clauses and terms are not aligned to your company's standards based on language in your company's vendor playbook. And if edits are required, AI-assisted review also suggests markups to bring terms back into alignment. Clay accepts these suggestions with a click and is able to review this MSA up to 80% faster as a result. Go Clay. Now remember how he noted that this MSA needs approval? Well, in just a few clicks, Clay can trigger an email to the correct stakeholders with all the relevant information they need to make an informed decision. But even better, Docusign's no-code automation tools allow your team to set up workflows that automatically handle approvals, routing, and reviews, so there's no time wasted on manual tasks. Clay has already created a workflow that auto-routes requests that are over a certain dollar amount to leadership for a review. Awesome. Now, once he has approval, he sends the document for signature using Docusign. Congrats, Clay. Thanks for getting this agreement done so quickly. But in procurement, we know that's not the end. We still need to manage obligations and spend with this vendor, and Docusign helps your team here too. All completed agreements are stored in one centralized location where they're easy to find. Not only that, when Clay clicks on this MSA, he finds that AI has automatically extracted key terms for him, including critical obligations that will help with managing the renewal. And there's also a link back to the original request from Maria so he can see all the request history. And that's not all. If your team needs to review all obligations with this vendor, you can find them in one place. Easy. In fact, you can zoom out to this kind of insight across all vendors, ensuring that no obligations are missed. The best part? Docusign helps your team plan ahead, so you're never caught off guard by an auto-renewal or a missed vendor payment. For example, when a renewal is approaching, Docusign auto-assigns a task to Clay 60 to 90 days in advance to ensure that your team never misses a beat. We are so excited to make it easy for procurement teams to get their work done, from intake to renewals, and we hope you are too. Thank you. Back to you, Dimitri.
That was awesome. You can really see how agreement components now work together, in this case for procurement. But that's not all. Docusign's IAM platform is helping you convert prospects into users with IAM for customer experience, or CX. Companies often have hundreds of versions of the same contract to comply with, different state laws, And keeping them all up to date is just a nightmare. One small change could mean manually updating hundreds of thousands of documents. That's why I'm excited today to introduce agreement preparation. Agreement preparation streamlines the creation of agreements by making it easier to keep legally approved language up to date across all your templates, reducing the proliferation of templates with conditional language support means you no longer need a separate contract for every state, that's just an example. Creating professional-looking agreements or documents for that matter. No more Frankenstein's experiences with overlapping text, on the template we sometimes have witnessed and familiar with. Agreement prep also supports integrations with third-party systems like Salesforce to help salespeople generate agreements automatically for each customer. Agreement preparation is available in July. In today's world, agreement processes involve multiple documents, participants, and interactions. They're often managed over numerous emails or through paper-heavy processes, which are both very inefficient. Upload tax returns, email proof of residency, sign this, fill in that, and when the key steps are missed, deals are delayed. And lastly, security risks are always here involving sensitive data like social security numbers that are being circulated over email. So please welcome Workspaces, where everyone involved can collaborate in real time, upload documents, add comments, and check updates. It's all instantly accessible to the right people with security to ensure information stays protected. With Workspaces, users get one notification with visibility into all steps required and their order, ensuring they know exactly what needs to be done. All parties involved have a centralized and secure view of the relationship. And you could build workspace templates to ensure consistency so you never forget that one more thing. And I'm excited to say that Workspaces are available today. You would think that's a lot, but that's not all. One of our significant areas of investment over the last couple of years has been ID verification. Old methods are outdated, high friction, and one-size-fits-all processes that frustrate users. So we're giving you more options so you can pick what works for you, including now risk-based verification powered by Secure that adapts to each individual based on their risk level. High risk, we'll have them go through a more thorough ID verification. Low risk, they'll just get a quick phone authentication. The simple goal, security and customer experience. No compromise there. So now to show you how these great new innovations solve real problems, please welcome Julianne.
Thanks, Dimitri. Imagine this. Your customer is eager to get started with a new financial chapter. Whether it's buying their first home, getting a new car, or starting a business, this moment should feel empowering. But instead of a smooth onboarding process, it's more like navigating a maze. Documents scattered across emails, forms demanding repetitive information, and a nagging feeling of uncertainty. They're unsure where to start, what's next, or if they're even on the right track. Is this really how it should be? What if onboarding felt like a personalized welcome? What if information flowed seamlessly, saving time and effort? That's the promise of IAM for CX. It gives you the tools you need to reimagine your customer experience, so every interaction feels effortless and every client feels valued. For your teams, this means fewer bottlenecks, less manual work, and compliance made easy. So you can focus on what really matters, building lasting relationships. Today, we'll explore an account onboarding scenario in wealth management. But what you'll see is this same flow is applicable across multiple industries. Let's follow your customer Amy, as she onboards with her new financial advisor, Casey. Amy receives an email with a link to her personalized Docusign workspace. With a single click, she enters the secure space where she can see her onboarding journey laid out in clear steps: data collection and client verification, followed by onboarding and account opening. With Docusign workspaces, Amy's onboarding is streamlined and stress-free. No more flooded inboxes, scattered notifications, or missteps. Just one email, one link, and one place for every task. Let's dive deeper into the first step. Amy reviews and verifies the information that Casey has pre-filled in her client intake form. And here's the time saver. The data in this form will flow into all the other agreements in Amy's workspace. Next, it's time for identity verification. In just seconds, we run an automatic risk assessment on Amy. Based on the information provided and Fontara's internal risk profile, she is presented with 2 identity verification options. Remember how Alan introduced our new partnership with Clear? Well, let's see it in action. Amy selects Clear for a faster, frictionless verification. Now, instead of manual uploads or tedious questions, with just a few quick taps on her phone, Amy simply snaps a selfie to confirm her identity, authenticates her existing account, and is verified. It's that quick, it's that easy. Security, convenience, and a delightful user experience, that's the IAM for CX difference. Amy agrees with the disclosures, and the status updates to complete. And new tasks appear for Amy's next steps. Need to step away? No problem. Once Amy is back at her computer, she can jump right back in without struggling to figure out what's next. Amy moves on to onboarding and account opening, where she can easily review the investment advisory agreement. An AI-generated summary, powered by Iris, highlights the key elements. And if Amy has any questions, she can use the AI Q&A for instant clarification. This helps Amy feel confident about what she's signing and ensures transparency and compliance for everyone. Now that Amy is signed, let's go behind the scenes to see how Casey transformed the client onboarding setup. Casey selects a pre-built template from his organization's workspace library. This template, called Client Onboarding, comes preloaded with all the essential steps, agreements, and automated workflows. Before sending Amy her personalized workspace, Casey customizes the onboarding and account opening documents. Casey can add custodian forms from an external library such as Quick and prepare the investment advisory agreement. Previously, Casey had to manually enter Amy's information into each document. But now, with agreement prep, key details like Amy's name and address are pre-filled from core business applications such as Salesforce. If Casey needs to account for variations, such as fee type, conditional rules can be easily incorporated. In the past, these agreements were prepared separately. But now, the simple automated process ensures all the right documents are perfectly customized and ready in a flash. Now that Amy's workspace is prepared with the selected onboarding tasks and agreements, Casey is ready to send them all at once. To keep Amy's onboarding on track, Casey can message team members, including compliance manager Sarah, for document reviews, avoiding bottlenecks. Once Amy begins, Casey has visibility into the entire onboarding process, including a complete audit trail, ensuring compliance, organization, and efficiency for everyone involved. IAM for CX is more than just a solution. It's a catalyst for redefining client interactions. We're creating a future where processes like onboarding are seamless. Your clients feel empowered, and your teams can focus on building lasting relationships. That's the power of IAM for CX. Faster client onboarding, increased revenue, reduced risks, and stronger customer loyalty that drives repeat business. Who doesn't want that? Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Julianne. And all this innovation is available to you in our IAM platform. We started this journey last year with the launch of the IAM platform and with the services like Maestro, Navigator, and App Center. As you can see from all we just announced and demoed, we filled out this vision even more, bringing new services to life to help you easily create, commit, and manage agreements. And we're doing it super fast. All these things and more will become available in the next 6 months, with some launching as soon as this month. All of that is possible thanks to the 4 important principles we're focused on. The first is leveraging AI, specifically customized for agreements and to support the entire agreement journey. Just look at all the steps of the agreement process that are assisted by our AI, Docusign Iris. Agreement generation preparation, negotiation, ID verification, e-signature, agreement extractions, obligation management, and many more. That's all AI. Second, IAM offers immediate value, no migration, no onboarding required, an experience that just works out of the box. Why is this important? When you speak to users who have adopted IAM, you will hear these advantages. Let me give you just a couple of examples. A large healthcare company purchased IAM this year, and within days, Docusign became the organization's centralized contract repository. Why? I'll quote them. After something is signed, we no longer have to spend time hunting for documents in emails, paper records, or network folders. A financial services company used Maestro and workflow templates to set up an automatic way to onboard new users in just a matter of hours. This new process was fast to deploy, provided users with a better experience, and resulted in 77% faster onboarding. Taking advantage of IAM is easy because it just works. There is no migration for our existing eSign and CLM customers. Third, IAM is not just a platform, it's an ecosystem. It's constructed in a way that empowers partners, developers, and users to extend the capabilities of IAM platform for their unique needs. This means integrations with some of the most important business systems you probably already use today, like powering next-generation procurement with SAP, Ariba, and Coupa, automating contract generation and renewals with Salesforce Agentforce, connecting agreements and downstream processes to Microsoft Power Automate, Dynamics, Teams, and more. It also means partnering with companies who can build functionality on our platform to support vertical use cases, like improving data flow and bank connectivity with Sandbox and nCino, streamlining healthcare patient onboarding and consent management with Velatura, and supporting a wide variety of long-tail vertical use cases with OnBase by Highland. This is made possible with our new developer tools. And these tools are not just for partner apps. You will soon be able to use them to build applications enabling deeper integration of IAM into existing business processes. Fourth, IAM is accessible and relevant to all of you, regardless of your size, industry, or where you operate globally. You will continue to see us make more IAM innovations available in more regions across the globe over the coming months. This means available with local hosting requirements for regions that require data residency, with functionality that is responsive to local regulations, like a qualified e-signature for our friends in EMEA, and with both UI and AI that understands the local languages. This principle also applies to our CLM customers. You will see IAM supercharge your deployments in 2025 and beyond. Navigator will be available for all CLM users, allowing you to more easily store, manage, and discover agreements. This also means dramatic improvements in managing obligations, enabling better visibility of key terms, tracking deadlines, and ensuring nothing gets missed. And then unified task management will let teams coordinate across CLM, e-signature, IDV, and more, all in one view. Finally, being accessible to everybody means addressing a variety of use cases. You saw with our procurement and CX demos, and you can imagine the different needs of sales and HR teams, but it doesn't stop there. When you layer the requirements of different industries and company sizes, it becomes even more complex. That's why we have emphasized modularity when building this IAM platform. So you can assemble precisely the parts of the platform you need to solve the unique use cases you have. IAM is not a monolithic application for one department or one type of company. IAM is a true platform that puts the power in your hands. Thank you.
Please welcome Vice President of Brand and Creative, Carla Weiss.
Agreements mark the beginning of something new. They're about forging trust, about people coming together to achieve something that was impossible alone. And sometimes that coming together is quiet and simple. And other times it's bold and life-changing. It can shift everything, even if it's just your corner of the world. At Docusign, our brand promise is bringing agreements to life. And we deliver on that every day by powering millions of agreements around the globe. A house becomes a home. A new partnership is forged, and a patient is welcomed into a clinical trial. These are the moments that define progress, shaped by agreements. And now, with IAM, we're taking our brand promise even further. Your agreements become living assets, something you can experience, interact with, and feel. So this year, we are introducing a small but meaningful signal to honor that. It's subtle, it's a quick tone that plays the moment a signature is complete, marking the start of something real. Because sound is emotion, it creates a connection in ways words alone cannot. So let's listen.
At Docusign, we started with the signature. Those pen strokes on the digital dotted line launched our story. For the last 20 years, we've worked hard to earn the confidence of our nearly 1.7 million customers, which has resulted in over 1 billion signatures. Our story is built on a foundation of trust. We're honoring that, and those who sign, each and every time someone agrees, with Docusign.
So this tone will be recognized by signers all over the world, a universal symbol of completion and the beginning of something new. This is just one small example of moments of delight coming to life across our platform this year. Because for people like you and me, moments like this matter. They remind us that there's always someone else on the other side of that agreement. Now, let's hear directly from customer innovators who are bringing agreements to life with Docusign every day.
Please welcome President and Chief Revenue Officer, Paula Hansen.
Well, hello, everyone. It is wonderful to be at Momentum with all of you. And I hope you've enjoyed this morning so far. You've seen the future of Docusign with new products, powerful demos, and innovation in action. And you're the first to see it here because you, our customers, are the true pioneers of what's possible with intelligent agreement management. Time and again, you've shown us that you can push boundaries, apply our solutions in transformative ways, and shape what's next. Your perspectives and ideas don't just matter to us, they drive the future we're building together. And so, we've invited two leaders who are at the forefront of this movement to share their experiences and perspectives on agreement management. So please, a warm welcome for Vice President of Digital Enablement and Automation at Fidelity Investments, Jessica Taskin. And the Senior Director of International Procurement at Avis Budget Group, Neil Jeffs. All right, well, thank you both for being here today. This is sure to be a very interesting conversation for everyone. So in your respective roles, each of you have faced significant challenges in the agreement process. And so I want to start first with, what was the key pain point that prompted you to explore a new solution? And then since making those changes, what has the impact been on your business? So let's start with you first, Neil.
Thank you, Paula. It's great to be here, and thank you for having me. And it's great to be sharing a bit about our experience with Docusign. Let me start by saying that Avis Budget Group is a leading global provider of vehicle rental services. And for us, coming out of the pandemic 4 years ago and being in the ledger industry, we faced a significant challenge. I mean, our contracts were scattered across multiple locations, shared drives, desk drawers, emails everywhere. And that made it incredibly difficult to manage our processes efficiently. We didn't know which versions were the live versions, and the administrative burden was overwhelming, especially given our limited resources after reducing our global workforce by around 60%. So, I mean, we knew, right, we needed to change. It began when we implemented automation and standardization into our contract management processes. This improved visibility and version control, and now we receive proactive notifications for contract renewals, avoiding those potentially costly auto-renewals and inflation clauses. In addition, the AI-assisted contract reviews have drastically reduced the time that's required for contract evaluations from days to nearly 10 minutes.
How about that? Yeah, days to 10 minutes is significant when you think in terms of the volume of contracts that I'm sure your organization is managing. And happy procurement, happy customers, happy vendors, all good. So let's shift now to you, Jessica. Different industry, financial services with Fidelity. What were some of the challenges that you were facing? And then what was the impact as you engaged with the Docusign solution?
You know, it's actually amazing. We do different things, but we see a lot of similarities and a lot of the same challenges we face across the industries. Just a quick note, a call out. 25 years at Avis, 25 years at Fidelity, so we're lifers. So we've seen a world of change over the years. Fidelity is really known for helping its customers and clients plan and achieve, hopefully, their most important financial goals by delivering innovative products, services, all through, hopefully, amazing world-class digital experiences. So we're known primarily for investment management, supporting individuals, investors, and employers, as well as advisors in their institutions. So for us, we had a challenge with our registered investment advisors. We had roughly 600 who came to us and said, we want to use our own Docusign account. And we want to use it to facilitate transactions, a lot of which was account onboarding. But they needed a way to ensure that those transactions met Fidelity's authentication, electronic consent, data requirements. And so what we did is we partnered with Docusign and we created a new seamless integration that allowed our clients to use their own Docusign account while ensuring total compliance to Fidelity standards. So the integration actually led to a 90% reduction in their submission failures, which was huge for our clients. And the other thing for us, selfishly, was it gave us access to the data that was inside of those documents. And so that was able to help us with institutional account opening and our maintenance transactions. So the effect of the integration has had across our network is really significant. I will tell you that just as of a couple weeks ago, we're up to 900 firms that are now using this integration, which is fantastic. So it's really helped our operational efficiency and our client satisfaction.
Yeah, that's great. So a win-win, right?
Yes.
The bank gets access to great data, reduction in transaction failures, and your customers get a better experience. So just fantastic. So now we want to look ahead to the future. And obviously today we've shared a lot about our continuing innovation. So I'm curious what gives you confidence in this innovation and the future that Docusign is creating. So we'll start first with you, Neil.
Thank you. Well, one of the things that gives me confidence is the ability to scale DocuSign across multiple departments. At Avis Budget Group, we've successfully integrated DocuSign into our fleet purchasing, treasury, tax teams, as well as the Salesforce integration. And this cross-departmental use demonstrates the diversity and scalability, and extensibility is the key. So, as we continue to move towards standardizing on DocuSign, the modularized services that DocuSign provides will continue to support our evolving business needs. But we're also incredibly excited about the advancements with AI and the potential to leverage, the capabilities beyond contract reviews to further enhance our business operations.
Well, we certainly appreciate that you're a driver of such impactful change and your partnership with us. How about you, Jessica, when it comes to innovation in the future?
Well, our clients have increasing demands, I think, for secure and cost-effective digital capabilities. So DocuSign's focus on enhancing security, expanding authentication solution, those align with our needs. Fidelity really has a spirit of collaboration, I would say curiosity, and also experimentation. So with the opportunity to participate in functions you guys offer, such as advisory councils or even the community forums, it helps us to work more effectively together. And for us, it's all about finding the right solutions to the real problems our clients face every day. So you all know regulations constantly change. Our clients' expectations constantly change. So DocuSign's ability to adapt is really key for us working together. And for us, it's really, we want to ensure the customer is who they say they are, right? Their privacy is protected, and we are committed to delivering world-class digital experiences.
Yeah, no, it's so true. I mean, you paint a very clear picture about the challenges in your role to be able to manage the unforgiving and never-changing requirements in a regulatory environment with security and compliance, but it's still delivering really world-class experiences for your clients. So I appreciate your commitment to this balance of flexibility and compliance, and very much for the partnership as well. So last question here before we close, because we've got hundreds of people here in the room, many more online. We would love to have each one of you share a key insight on improving your agreement process. What recommendation or piece of advice you would give to our audience? So Jessica and then Neil.
Yeah, sure. So I would say it's two things. The first is don't just digitize your existing processes, right? Rethink them, reimagine them, start from scratch. So if you were starting to do that thing day one, it would look very different probably than what it looks like today. So start from the beginning. The second thing I would say is really take the time to invest in a center of excellence within your organization. At Fidelity, we have an e-signature center of excellence team, a lot of which are here today. Hey, team. And that has been really crucial for us to scale the capabilities across our organization, right? We've got a lot of different businesses within one large enterprise, and they're all unique. But for us, I think two things really mattered. Making sure we get our return on investment was key. And by having a center of excellence that understands it and gets it was really impactful. And the second thing was having the subject matter expertise. So we have people in our team that really understand it. So thanks to the approach, I think we've been able to benefit from centralizing the capabilities and then scaling them.
I think that's a great point, especially the second one about establishing the Centre of Excellence, because we did that at Avis Budget Group as well. From my perspective, It's have AI work for you, maximize its use. You know, you heard me say we face significant resource constraints, and AI has been absolutely instrumental in helping us operate efficiently. By leveraging AI for contract reviews and other processes, Avis Budget Group has been able to maintain high standards despite, you know, the reduced staffing that we've experienced. So for me, it's embrace AI, explore how it can enhance various aspects of your own businesses.
Fantastic. These stories that you're sharing about the real business impact that the technology is having is really why we all gathered here today, right? To really share those best practices and figure out what we can make possible together. And we know at Docusign that it's not just about introducing great innovation, which of course we were thrilled to be able to share with you, but it's also about how we work with you together to partner around driving real results for your businesses. And we share this vision with you that agreements can be brought to life, that the intelligence within those are really the future for driving that business impact. So I want to thank Jessica and Neil very much for sharing their experiences with all of us and for the leadership that you demonstrate every day. Let's give a warm round of applause for Jessica and Neil. Thank you. All right. Well, now we're going to celebrate some more visionaries who are redefining what's possible with intelligent agreement management. I'm thrilled that Alan has come to join me on stage because we're going to announce our Global Customer Awards. Now, these thought leaders have embraced innovation, they've transformed their business processes, and they've delivered real business impact. So please join us in congratulating all of our Global 2025 Customer Award winners. And a special round of applause for our North America winners. And they're joining me up here on stage. We're so thrilled that they're all here. Please welcome all of them on stage. We've got from New York Life Insurance, Taisha Serrano. From Subaru of America, Christine D'Antonio and Chris Nellenbach. From Insperity, Tosh Harris-Hogues. From Primerica, Ronnie Carthron. From the United Nations Development Program, Diwan Shu. From Cargill, Vivek Krishnamurthy. From KPC Private Funds, Dean Rubino. From the Trade Desk, Thanuja Good and Rita Anjum. And from Avis Budget Group, Neil Jeffs. Please let's congratulate all of our winners today. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay. Well, that was just fantastic. Thank you to the award winners, but really to all of you for your partnership. Congrats to you and your teams. I think the best is yet to come. The companies that we've just recognized, not only have they adopted IAM in different ways, they have influenced what it has become. And for those of you that have yet to tap into our customer community, consider this your invitation, because the best ideas and applications don't just come from Docusign, they come from you and the work we do together. I want to thank Paula, the customers featured as part of today's panel, and our global award winners. So we've spent the morning giving you a first look of how Docusign IAM can turn your agreements into an advantage. Now it's time to learn more about it and everything Docusign has to offer. I'm excited for you to explore our breakouts, our demo booths, and the partners that exhibit with us. Please enjoy Docusign Momentum. Thank you for coming.